My parents were like Randy until my mother died. Honest to God, just like totally into each other. Oh, this is for really old people sex. So here we go. So my mother calls me up one night, and she says to me, she's like, Lisa, honey, you have to come over here right now. We need to go to the ER. And I'm like, why? What's going on? She's like, your father has had an erection for 8 hours, and I'm afraid he's gonna go blind. Oh my God, kill me now. Kill me now. So I get in my car, I drive over there, begrudgingly. I get there, my mother runs out of the house and gets in the back seat of the car. Meaning my father's gonna get in the front seat of the car. And all of a sudden I see my father like in the doorway with light coming behind him, wearing a trench coat, sweatpants, with his hands on his boner. I like closed my eyes so hard. My mother's like, open your eyes, you gotta drive. I'm like, okay. So he gets into the car and he goes, sorry, sweetheart. I thanks for driving us. And I'm like, no problem, Dad. So we're driving there, and the whole way there, my mother keeps reaching over the seat to feel my dad's penis. And then she would say things like, Dick, do you see that sign? What does that stop sign say? I'm like, you just told him what it says. So we get to the hospital, and as soon as we get to the hospital, my mother goes, I'm going to go get peanut butter crackers with the cheese, I'll be right back, and runs off. And there I am with my dad in the emergency room and his boner, and we're standing there at the intake counter, and the intake lady looks at us and goes, do you want to fill out your husband's paperwork? And I was like, that's not my husband, that's my dad. Which was even worse. And then she just looked at me like nothing happened. I went, whatever, here you go. So I fill out his paperwork, and we sit down, my mom, my dad, and his boner, and we sit there for hours. And my mother kept reaching over and feeling him, and then going, nope, still hard, I think. And then at some point, this like little boy and his mother just got up and walked away. And then I said, Mom, could you please stop touching Dad's penis? Could you please stop it? And my dad goes, it's okay, honey, I don't mind. Yeah, okay, Dad. And then at some point, my mom feels it, and she goes, oh, Dick, I think it's flaccid. You never need to hear that again, ever again. And my dad stands up and goes, oh, I think it is. You know what? Do you girls want to go get pancakes? Let's go. Yeah. Crazy. Sex is hard when you're getting old. That is not a pun. It is really hard when you get old. It's like I actually like my boyfriend and I, we're in our 60s, and like sometimes I'll feel a little randy and I will go to him and he's not quite ready yet. So then we get him ready, and by the time we get him ready, I'm not ready anymore. So then I go get the sex butter, I come back, and then he's not ready anymore. So it's like, honest to God, like sex in your 60s is like spinning plates, I think. And then like finally we both go to the doctors and we get what we need. So foreplay lasts about a month, I guess, for us. And and then one point we did actually get it together at the same time. And my we couldn't do missionary because that hurt my boyfriend's knees. You little youngins understand that, right? And then also like we couldn't do doggy style. Could you guys imagine that? Because actually, it just was too uncomfortable for me. So then we thought, let's get on our sides and try it. So we're on our sides, and then we're like, is that Bob Ross on TV? So much more interesting. So. Growing old's hard, so I've been exercising a lot. And I started walking every day, because they say walk 10,000 steps a day, so I started doing that. And like 6 months ago, I'm on my walk, moseying around, just doing my thing, and suddenly, out of nowhere, I get hit by a car. I know, oh no. Next thing I know, I'm sitting on the ground, and I'm like, did I just die? In a skort? Did I die in a skort? Please tell me I didn't die in a skort. Like, you don't want to die in a skort and mismatched socks and a Budweiser t-shirt? That is not the way to die. And I just imagine, like, getting to heaven, you get to the gates, and is it Paul? Is it Paul at the gates? Peter. Peter's at the gates, and Peter says to me, come on, are you wearing a skort? Oh, hold on a second. God, excuse me, God. And God comes out and goes, oh, she's wearing a skort. Yeah, no, we don't allow skorts in heaven, so you're going to have to go back down. So yeah, and then as I'm walking out, he'll be like, "Your mom's dress and hair beautiful." I thought. So, yeah.